Good evening and welcome to Monday. So I have not long got back from a photo shoot, had the most amazing time and shared some behind the scenes footage or a snap of an image straight off of the camera. So it was a boho shoot, which is Bohemian. And I absolutely love the images created. There were lots of earthy natural tones, lots of crystal jewelry and gentle feminine touches that I absolutely love. So let me know how your Monday is going, what you've been up to and how your week is looking for you. Yes, it's been a very hectic start to the week and turning my calendar page to peep at what is to come. October for me is just back to back to back to back with so many different events, going up and down the country and then flying out to beautiful Istanbul. So I'm very much looking forward to all of the adventures of October, as well as my birthday, which is on the 13th of October, and I will be 38 years old. So something that I shared today, I believe it was this morning or yesterday, was a picture of the calluses on my hand, if I can show you. They're all split at the moment. These are calluses on my hand from training, going to the gym. A lot of people write on my social media, fake. They think I'm a robot or that I'm an AI and that I don't go to the gym and that I don't train. But living proof, guys, you cannot fake this on an AI stream. Can AIs even stream? Calluses from lifting weights. So a lot of people will say, oh, you starve yourself and you don't eat and that's why you're skinny, you're not strong. And they make all of these bizarre, weird accusations and insults to me, which I just go and block straight away. So ultimately, they say one nasty thing and they are gone. And I don't lose sleep over that. But I just felt the need to come on, as it does seem to be an influx of hatred at the moment of people saying that I'm fake because every workout picture is the same. If I'm showing my body before and after working out and the difference a pump gets from lifting weights and doing cardio and raising my blood pressure and perspiring, sweating, the reason I do that is to show what it looks like. So of course it's going to look like I'm taking the same kind of photo when I have a workout, because that's the whole purpose of me taking the photo. So yes, thank you all for joining. I hope you are well and having a lovely start to your week. I will scroll back and read some of your comments here. Arzul says an invitation to India. Oh, thank you. I would love to see India. It's definitely on my bucket list. Raymond says, good morning, love. Good evening. It's 6 p.m. here in England and I just got back from a photo shoot. What are you up to today? How has your day been and your start to this new and beautiful week? Shohag says, hi, sister. Hi, welcome. Ravindran says, hi, welcome. Thank you for joining. Jonathan says, I love you. Thank you, Jonathan. Scrolling your comments. Sajid says, hi, sweetheart. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining. Scrolling, guys. Abdul says, love you. And Sakib says, I'm from Pakistan. Amazing. Thank you all for joining. Well, I am in England, in the United Kingdom. And my photo shoot today was in Surrey, which is down the south of England, whereas I live North London. Jay says, good morning. Good morning, Jay. Where are you for it to be morning? It's 6 p.m. in the evening here in England, and the weather has been so sunny and bright today. It's been absolutely lovely. Ashok says, happy birthday. Thank you. I've got 2 more weeks of pin 37. And then, yes, creeping ever closer to 40. Leo says, good morning. Good morning, Leo. And Jay says, you're doing great. Thank you, Jay. I think it's always interesting to kind of stop and look back and think, how far have I come and what do I still want to achieve? Life is such a blessing. There is so much opportunity around us, so much chance and choices that we can make, freedom of choice. The ability to steer our ship in the entirely opposite direction, to find something that is so meaningful to us in a time when everything is chaotic and nothing makes sense, we can always be the change that we wish to see. And I hope that you will take control of your life just as I feel that I have taken control of my life. Oh, I need to put my necklace back on. I realised because I was wearing lots of jewellery for a shoot today that I took all of my jewellery off. So I'm very bare. It feels strange to not have any bracelets or necklaces and earrings on. But yes, I will put them back on shortly. Pawoka says, hi from Indonesia. Welcome. Scrolling your comments. Ozil says, I miss you too. Oh, thank you. I hope you're well and you've had a lovely day. Martin says, please come to Belgium. Absolutely. I would love to come to Belgium. Sakib says, you're so beautiful. Thank you. And Patel says, will you marry me? I am actually anti-marriage. I never wished to be married. I was engaged as a young lady at a very young age when I was so young and naive and didn't know any better. And because of that, I had a terrible engagement and I would never repeat that. Even with the nicest person in the world, there is no need for me to marry. I'm happy leading an independent life, and you can love and spend the rest of your days with the most amazing person. You don't have to marry them. I think that's a very archaic tradition, and I've yet to ever meet somebody who is happily married. So prove me wrong, please. Pruwaka says, good morning from Indonesia. Good morning. Good evening from England. Patel says, my heart, queen, only you. Oh, thank you. James says, hi. Malang says, love from India. And Mohammed says, I love you. Oh, thank you, guys. Welcome to Monday. So I've drawn a card from this pack and it has lots of lovely things to reflect upon, to talk about life and all of these wonderful things that we can just celebrate and reflect and enjoy and also think outside the box. So this card is about appreciating yourself, and I would love for you to answer this question for me in your own words about yourself, as I'm going to answer the question about myself in my words. So we can compare how we think and feel about appreciating ourselves. So the question here is, what 3 positive words would describe you best? So I would say adventurous, that's a positive word. Considerate, because I'm always thinking of others around me. I think that's part of being a mother. And enthusiastic, because I am like a puppy at Christmas. Every aspect of life I get so excited about, so hyped. And I just want to learn as much as possible. I want to see and think and feel and understand and just immerse myself in life. So yes, definitely adventurous. I'm climbing a mountain, Mount Snowdon, next week, which will be numerous mountains that I've done now. Considerate, because I love being a mum. I love being kind and loving and gentle and patient with others. And enthusiastic, because I have so much energy for life. Life is entirely what you make it. And if you put your energy, your interest, your enthusiasm, your passion into something, it can never fail as long as you keep trying. So those are the 3 words that I would use to describe me. What 3 words would you use to describe yourself, and why? I would love to see your answers there. So scrolling your comments, AB says, hi, how are you? I'm very well, thank you. How are you? Azul says, India, it's 10:39 at the moment at night time. My goodness, so you are like 4 hours? It's 6:11 in the UK, so you're like 4 and a bit hours. I always thought that time differences are an hour block at a time. I didn't realize you could have minutes as well. But that's crazy, isn't it? But welcome. Thank you for staying up late to hop on and join me on my live. I'm having a nice cup of green tea. And then I need to run my son to a Scouts class, which is always good fun for him. So I'll have to leave shortly to go and take him to his evening adventure class. Jay says, amen. Absolutely. Scrolling your comments. Haroon says, how are you? Nice video. Oh, thank you. I'm very well, thank you. I've had an entire day on a shoot, so I'm rather drained and would love to put my pajamas on and have an early night, but I've got so much work to do. And I'm dropping my son at his Scouts class. I believe they are shooting this evening, so they have rifles and target practice, which should be really good fun. Did you guys ever do scouts, or did you have mountaineering groups that you joined, cadets, or any kind of group where you learn about survival and adventure and camping and bushcraft and skills in nature? I think my son absolutely adores it, and maybe if I was his age, I probably would have loved to have done it too. Abdul says, love you. Thank you, Abdul. Sending love and light to you all. Rakesh says, love you. And Harry says, love. Lots of love this evening. So kind of you. Thank you. Paul says, I'm better after seeing your video. Oh, thank you, Paul. I would love to hear your answers to this question. What 3 positive words would best describe you? I would love to hear that. I would love to hear some lovely things that you say about yourself, because I think we go through life always with this negative lens towards ourselves. We think, I should have done that better. I could have been younger or prettier or taller or slimmer or X, Y, and Z. We always insult ourselves. We always kind of say the worst critiques that other people we presume would think of us, when in reality, they don't even notice. They're not bothered. They don't care. But we see our vulnerabilities, our insecurities, and we bring them up to the surface, and we kind of pick at them like a scab until we feel hurt and sad, and it lowers our self-esteem. But actually, how often do we compliment ourselves? How often do we say, I'm proud that I achieved that? Oh my goodness, I'm really surprised. I'm really thankful that I was able to overcome this challenge, that I completed this task, and that now I deserve a treat. Now I should reward myself for all of the hard work and effort that I put into doing this. How often do we remember to be kind to ourselves? And I think it's really important that we are mindful of that. Mahmood says, Tree Bell. Oh, thank you. And Patel says, my heart belongs to only you. Oh, thank you. Mohammed says, I love your smile and simplicity. Yeah, so I'm wearing makeup now on my eyes. I don't know if you can see, I have like a line of brown here. And I can't wait to wash it off. To get into bed and take my makeup off, which feels like too much to have this as it is. But I'm in my cozy clothes for this evening and ready to sit and write and edit some content that will go out throughout the rest of the week. So no rest for the wicked. What are you guys doing this evening or this morning or wherever you are at this time? Grandma says hello, and Miranol says hello. Mustafa says, how are you doing? I'm very well, thank you. How are you? Manjinda says, good morning, my dear. I hope I'm pronouncing names correctly, and I'm really sorry if I get that wrong. Larry says, good afternoon, gorgeous lady from Ohio. Welcome, Larry. What have you been up to today? And what are some positive words that you would use to describe yourself? Manjinda says, God bless you, and also to you. Thank you. You're from India. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Patel says, my perfect life partner is only you, I swear. Oh, thank you. Hatam has sent some kisses. Thank you. Manjinda says, so beautiful. Thank you. And Hatam says, welcome to India. So in India, I believe there are states similar to America, but not. We call them counties in England. So they're like not cities, but a group of areas of towns and villages all together in a kind of chunk. And we have them around the country. In India, what counties or states are you from? And is anyone who is on live now from the same state at the same time? I would love to know that. My geography is not my strongest point. I just never can kind of retain those details. I can't picture maps in my head. It's just something that I don't have that ability. And even when I'm driving, I will go and have to look it up on a map, which direction to go in, because even though I've lived in that area for so many years, it doesn't compute in my mind to join two dots together. I have to visually see it in an image for it to make sense geographically where I am and which direction I'm heading in. So when it comes to countries, I am hideous at figuring out how far, how wide, how big. It's just not something that comes naturally to me, I'm afraid. How are you guys with geography, and are you able to kind of consider which countries are where and how far the distance is, how many states they've got, or counties as in the UK? For me, it does not retain. It's my absolute weakness in life is geography. Patel says, my feelings are much better and good. Wonderful to hear. Bashir says, hi, Kes. Hi. Akshar says, hi, Tracy. Welcome. Nitan says, good night, Tracy. I hope you have a lovely evening wherever you are. Arturo says, hi, my love. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Sharma says, hi. Grandma's says, hello. And scrolling your comments. Patel says, I am impressed by you. You're so cute and amazing. Oh, thank you very much. I hope you are having a wonderful start to your week, wherever you are, whatever you are doing. May it be motivational. Motivation is such a big thing. It gets us out of bed every single day. It gives us this purpose and this drive and this enthusiasm for life. And I think the more cheerful we are, the more we are able to put magic into our day. You know, when you were children at Christmas or Easter or a special holiday throughout the year, and you literally can't sleep the night before something big because you're so excited, maybe your birthday perhaps, or New Year's, and you're just so full of enthusiasm that you can't switch off your mind. Imagine bringing that childhood magic into your day as an adult, to be able to say, I love my life. I cannot wait to see what the day has in store for me, to go on adventures, to learn, to grow, to become the person I'm destined to be, to walk my path as an individual and enjoy and embrace every single experience that comes my way, whether that's good or bad, or highs or lows, challenging or easy, fun or testing for us. We are able to just view it with this beautiful childhood magic, and to know that everything that is meant for us will find its way. So ultimately, if we are going through difficult times, it's for a reason. It's bringing us closer to where we need to be, where we are ultimately already heading, but moving us that one step further each time that we go through a process, and come out the other side stronger, wiser, more knowledgeable and capable for the next step that we take on our journey. Jujo or Jojo says, hi Tracy, how are you today? I am ready for a lovely unwinding evening as I sit and do lots of editing and writing, taking my son to Scouts very shortly, just having a cup of tea, and thought I would hop on and come and say hi, as I was on a boho shoot today. So a bohemian photo shoot with lots of creams and lace and earthy tones in jewelry, and it was just a lovely, lovely experience. I just laughed and smiled all day, and then made it home just before the crazy rush of traffic on the motorway, and now back to my dogs and my children and ready to knuckle down for a productive evening. What are you guys up to, and what are you having for dinner today even? Scrolling your comments. Bavin says, have a green tea. Absolutely. I love herbal teas. They're so, so nice. Patel says, your face looks like the sun. Your lips are red roses. I like it. Oh, thank you. I have such winter skin. I'm always so, so white. I kind of look like, not like I'm unwell, but like I've never seen the sun. I either go red or white. It takes me a while to kind of get a summer tan, and my tan is definitely gone now for sure, even though it was really sunny today, but I was indoors shooting at the studio. Jojo says, you look so beautiful today, Tracy. I'm from the Philippines. Oh, welcome. Thank you. Michael says, good afternoon, honey. Good afternoon, Michael. Where are you if it's the afternoon then? Because it's 6:22 p.m. in England right now. Ben says, hi, Tracy. Kind, caring, great person. How are you doing? I really hope those are the words that you use to describe yourself, because those are wonderful words. And I love your answer to that question. Wonderful to hear. We need more kind and caring people in the world. And I definitely think the more we are able to be human, the greater humanity will thrive. Patel says, will you marry me? I am anti-marriage. I will never marry. But I hope that you are able to find a relationship or a marriage that fulfills your heart entirely. Ben says, you are beautiful, Tracy, and you look terrific. Oh, thank you, Ben. I hope you are well. Jojo says, nice hot tea, Tracy. That's healthy. Always love my hot tea. I don't drink regular tea because I don't have milk. Even though there's like oat milk now that I can have in my coffee, I've never ever had like milk and tea. Even, you know, my relatives, it's just a normal thing to have. But because I never liked dairy, even as a child, it just never entered my normal string of consciousness to have a cup of tea with milk in it. So my teas are always herbal teas: green tea, lemon and ginger, chamomile, jasmine. I don't have like Tetley tea bag or Yorkshire tea that we have here with like milk and sugar. Like, I would never put sugar in a tea or sugar in a coffee. To me, that seems weird to have a sweet drink. Do you guys put sugar in your tea and coffee, or is that more of an English thing? But yeah, I've never enjoyed sweet drinks. Scrolling your comments, guys. Ben says, I love you with my own heart. Thank you. Jerson says, hello, my friend. Hi, Jerson. Shaman says, follow me. It's my page, so I can't, but I hope you're well, and I hope that you will all support each other and answer each other's questions and leave kind comments for one another to build a community and this shared kindness and consideration. And if you need help, know that we are here as friends, and we can all give advice and support and words of encouragement for one another. It doesn't have to be a one-way conversation between myself and whoever is commenting at the time. We can collectively all have a voice and share in discussions with one another. I think that's a much healthier, happier way to be able to interact and to build those friendships, and to say, hey, I saw you in the other live, and how was your day? I know that you said you lived here and this is what you were doing. Let's build that rapport, you know, of everybody getting to know one another. And even though I hop on sporadically at different times on different days, perhaps you will recognize the name of someone who is hopped onto the live at the same time as you previously. And you can say hi to each other. That would be so, so lovely. I would love to build this wonderful community of supporters and friends, and just everybody who has that same mindset of kindness and compassion. I think that's so, so important. Ben says, I'm just watching TV this evening, Tracy, looking after my nephew today. Oh, amazing. How old is your nephew? I think children are such a joy. It's so uplifting and fun just to be around a young soul. Speaking about television, I had a letter today. It's the first year where I haven't had a TV license, and my whole life I've always paid for TV licenses. And then I realised I don't watch TV. I haven't watched TV in like several years, but I always paid my TV license every time it came through for renewal. I don't know if that's just like an England thing or if they have that all over the world, but we have to pay for a license to watch television, and I don't watch TV. So it's the first time I haven't paid for it, and a reminder letter came through saying, you said you don't need one, but are you sure? Because if you do need one, we'll send you a fine of £1,000. And then I was like, no, I'm definitely sure. I still don't watch television, nor do I ever want to. And my children don't watch television. They are on their phones. If they want to view content, they don't sit in the room and turn a television on. We never, only to watch a movie or something on a streaming service like Netflix or Amazon or Disney. We don't watch TV, you know, like terrestrial television or whatever it's called now. We only watch platforms. So yes, no television license. Do you guys have TV licenses? And if so, do you watch television or do you just pay them because you always have? Elwyn says, I love you so much. Oh, thank you. And Arslan says, very beautiful. Thank you very much, guys. Sending love and light to you all on this beautiful day. Jojo says, I'm fine, Tracy. Nice smile. Thank you. I get cheesecake from smiling because I'm just such a cheerful person. Patel says, I hope you don't mind, but my life partner is only one. Yes, and that's how it should be. We should be faithful, loyal, committed, loving people in a relationship with someone who values us and sees us for who we are, who we genuinely, authentically are, not who we pretend to be in order to get a date or to attract a partner, but who we are when the lights are off and when you've had a shower, you have no makeup on, you are at your most vulnerable, you are entirely able to open your heart and mind and share honest conversation without fear of judgment. I don't believe that marriage is necessary for that. And I think if you are in a relationship that has run its course, say 10, 20, 30 years after you first started dating, the respect is gone, the love is gone, it's shifted into a different dynamic, you should be able to walk away from that rather than feel that you are stuck, that you are trapped, that you are financially burdened or in contract through mortgages and marital rights. I think it's important that we always have the ability to maintain our independence and our own lives. And if we love someone enough, we choose to be there. We are not forced to be there. We are not captors or prisoners within a marriage. We are able to say, I'm here because I love you. I'm here because I choose you every single day. And through thick and thin, I will be here for you. I think a lot of people are in relationships or marriages because it's too hard for them to leave. And their heart is just crying out for the feeling of being loved, the feeling of being seen and heard and appreciated and understood. And they lack it. And they go through life with this hollowness, with this hole in their heart, where they know they deserve more, that they want more, but they deny themselves the chance of happiness because they stick to what they know. And once upon a time, what they knew was love and magical and wonderful and exciting and happy. And just over time, it's just disappeared, it's faded away, and it's the opposite of what it once was. We should have the right to walk away from that without feeling like we've let people down. To be able to say, I've just changed in what I want, in who I am as a person. I've grown and I like different things from 10, 20, 30 years ago. And maybe, yes, we got on years ago and we wanted similar things, but now we're the opposite of each other. And the kindest thing to do is to not hold either of us back, but just to say, please be you and do everything that fulfills you in life, and I will be me. And you don't have to fall out, you don't have to have disrespect or anger or sadness, but this mutual love that you want the best for the people in your life. They can still be within your life. You don't have to be in a relationship with them for that to be a necessary part of your life. And I think a lot of people, when they break up, are able to have even better relationships with one another because they don't have the pain, the emotional weight on their chest of feeling unloved or feeling unseen. They then say, I love you enough to let you go and I want you to be happy. And then they're able to form this new kind of beautiful friendship that is away from a intimate relationship. Ben says, hi, Tracy, my beautiful friend. Oh, thank you. Hi, Jojo says, I'm always here for you, Tracy, and I will always support you, I promise. Thank you. That's so, so kind of you. Jerson says, I'm from the Philippines. Welcome, Jerson. Bavin is from, let me try and pronounce this now, because you said a state in India, which is Gujarat. Gujarat. Like the language, Gujarati, or have I made that up? I feel like this will be the ultimate geography lesson for me. Is anybody else from the same state online at the moment? And if so, what's the distance between states? Ben said, I've had a bad day today, Tracy, and wasn't feeling great. Well, I hope that you can have a wonderful evening instead. I hope that you can find peace and clarity and calm in your home, in your safe space, in this wonderful cocoon that we create in the four walls, where it's our little slice of the world, that you can say, actually, everything outside that I worry about, all of the things outside of my control, I leave at the door. And when I come home, I light a candle, I have a cup of tea, I relax, I let my body just unwind, let go of everything else, and just be here in the present moment, not distracted by worry and fear and the thoughts of the unknown. Give yourself the moment just to say, I'm here, I'm alive, and I'm blessed to be here. Patel says, face-to-face candlelight dinner. Are you ready? Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. But yes, I am not meeting up with people online. I think as a woman, it's quite a dangerous world as it is. So I wouldn't encourage you to meet people online. Just because you never know if they are who they say they are. They could have ulterior motives to meet you. And again, it's quite dangerous. I would strongly suggest that anybody that you meet in life, you do so face-to-face, in person, in your everyday life. Perhaps you meet them at the supermarket or the library or the gym. Just these genuine interactions, rather than people portraying who they want you to think they are online. And the reality is often the absolute polar opposite of who they have pretended to be. So please always be careful, and do not blindly trust people online. You know, there are a lot of scary individuals out there with ulterior motives, unfortunately. Please stay safe. Jojo says, I love you, Tracy. Take care always. God bless. Oh, thank you. And to you. And Yadav says, hi, sweetie. Very nice to meet you. Oh, likewise. Ben says, I feel that I am not strong enough with my mental health. I wish I was strong like you, Tracy. Mental health is a really hard thing. I think it's because it's not a physical thing. If we see a cut on our body, I had some lasering, and I have like all of these marks over me. You may have seen in my workout pictures where it's effectively burns, where the laser has done that. But I know in a few days' time, my skin will heal and the scab will drop off and I will be okay. But when we think of mental health, it's not a physical thing that we can touch. It's not something that we can watch healing. We have to then be mindful and look inwards to know what state our mental health is at. And also when we look at negativity, when we have these moments where we feel stressed or overwhelmed, our body, like a science lab, is releasing all of these chemicals and hormones. Cortisol, the stress chemical, floods our body, just as alcohol would make us feel drunk. When we have a negative hormone, these chemical reactions, just as you would do a science experiment in school, that chemical floods our entire body. It makes it hard to sleep. It makes it hard to eat. It makes it hard to think straight, elevates our heart rate, makes us feel nauseous, like we want to vomit. It's a very real physical response to something emotional or mental that we feel inside. Thoughts and feelings become actions. And when we have a negative thought, we can start to feel sick, and our actions mean we'll retreat from the rest of the world. We'll stay indoors, we'll hide away. We may cry, we may be scared. Everything has a knock-on effect like a domino. What we need to be able to do is stop those chemicals from being released, is stop that flood of hormones entering our system, so that we then trigger that response from thoughts and feelings and then negative actions. So instead, we need to be mindful when we are feeling stressed, when we are feeling panicked, when we're feeling sad. Yes, you can acknowledge those feelings. It's not about denying how you're feeling. We certainly have to process them and deal with them. But we need to make sure that we actually put some positivity into there, some feel-good feelings, those hormones and chemicals, the dopamine hit that counteracts cortisol, that makes us just hold on to what is beautiful about life. And the more we surround ourselves with these positive things, just in that same science experiment, you are flooding your body with feel-good chemicals. You are listening to your favorite song. You're eating your favorite meal. You're singing to the radio. You are looking at pictures of puppies. You are just in that moment, focusing mindfully on one thing, going for a walk or looking at a beautiful photo, a picture, a painting, talking to your friends, but focusing on all that is beautiful about life. When you focus on something beautiful, nothing else around you can happen. You are in that moment. You are invested. You are there. So bring that positivity to your body, your mind, and your soul. Light a candle, play beautiful music, breathe, be here right now in the present moment. And those chemicals will uplift you. It's natural, it's there, it's free, and you can use it for a positive response. So every time you feel yourself feeling anxious, your heart starts racing a little bit, your temperature starts to rise, bring your attention to something positive, to something beautiful, to something that makes you feel safe. And ultimately, we can put together a collection of things that if we are having moments where we feel unsettled or we panic or we're not okay, we can go to a box where we have all of our favourite things, where we have all of these beautiful memories, pictures of loved ones or holidays or a beach or our favourite destination. We can look at it and just focus on that, redivert the attention of our mind to all of these wonderful things. Your favourite perfume, your favourite movie. Make a box, make a pot, make a bag of your favourite things. And whenever you are feeling overwhelmed or like life is too much and you can't cope, your mental health is struggling, you go to that positivity. You hold it, you touch it, you look at it, you think about it, you remember it, you immerse yourself in it. And those chemicals will just beautifully rise and you will feel calm and in control. Patel says, I respect you, love. Thank you. Scrolling your comments. Ben says, have a great evening, Tracy. Thank you. And you. And Jojo says, that's good, Tracy. Oh, thank you very much. And thank you all for joining me. I hope in sharing these thoughts that they may be a positive addition to your evening, that they may give you food for thought for the rest of your week ahead, and that you may have a couple of moments to just think of 3 positive things that you would describe yourself as. So what 3 positive words would best describe you? And that's a way to appreciate yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be your own biggest fan. Be your own best friend. And always have something nice to say about yourself. Leave the criticism. It brings nothing to your day. It will never make you happy. It will never uplift you or allow you to feel joy. Leave it at the door. Let the rest of the world deal with their drama and their chaos. And you, in this moment, feel peace and love and belonging for where you are. Life is such a blessing. We are all so lucky to be alive, to be here, and to share in this experience together. And I'm so thankful that you are here with me, that we have found one another and we are able to have such conversations. So thank you all for joining. I hope you have the most wonderful evening wherever you are, whatever you are doing. I'm going to finish my cup of tea, take my son to Scouts, and crack on with lots of creativity and writing. So I will see you all soon. Bye, guys.